Need some extra cash? Well, what if I told you that there are people right now using these websites and these side hustles that cost little to nothing to start, and yet they're pulling in up to $5,000 a month? I did a whole lot of digging and a whole lot of research, and I'm not even going to be just telling you about these opportunities. I'm going to be showing you real TikTok videos from real people who just needed some extra cash, tried out these side hustles, and really made some money. What's up, money makers? Welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Diamond Chanel. In this community, we don't just talk about money. We're looking to thrive and not just survive. And that's exactly what we're about to be watching together. Real people on TikTok that is showing their process of doing these different side hustles. And I'm going to be showing you the exact websites that they use or that you could use so that you can get started too. We're going to be looking at this first side hustle that anybody with a vehicle can do.
I'm always looking for an extra hustle and opportunities to make money passively. So I researched the whole issue of getting your car wrapped, and you pretty much get paid up to like $500 a month to just drive around.
That's what he did.
They had the offer for Loudoun County.
So he mentioned getting paid like $500 a month just to drive around, but you could actually get more than that, and I'm going to show you in a little bit. But him and his wife are just too cute. I just love it.
If you're looking to make extra money, Monetize. This is my first time trying this out. This pays my car note for this month, so I'm not mad. What you think, honey?
Looks great.
Monetize says that you can make anywhere from $450 to $1,500 per campaign. So for his campaign, he said he was only doing it for 30 days and he was getting paid $500, and that was covering his car note. And that was his very first month. Monetize says that you can earn while you drive, and all you really need to do is just simply download the app. They're going to ask you some questions about where you normally drive at, and then you're going to get matched with particular brands and companies. Now, you do have the ability to deny brands. So if you don't want to promote like alcohol or something like that, you don't have to. And then you're going to pull up to one of their local facilities and they're just going to wrap your car. That's it. There's nothing that you have to pay for, and they also take it off for you, of course. So now let's go on to our second side hustle that you could be doing that costs literally nothing for you to get into.
So this lady just ordered 20 sweatshirts and she paid $2,220. So after Etsy fees and tax, it is going to profit me $890 for one order that took me 15 minutes to design. It was a custom order, and you'd be surprised how often these orders come through. So this is just another reason to do print on demand.
Now, usually when people hear about print on demand, they only think about t-shirts and coffee mugs, but Gelato is a print on demand platform that offers so much more than that. And with Gelato, you can start selling directly to your Amazon and your TikTok shop. We want to think far beyond just selling t-shirts and coffee mugs. We can do canvases, we can do calendars, which is just in time for 2025. So Gelato allows you to create your own designs for each and every month and then to start selling it. This third idea is actually my favorite thing that Gelato offers, and that's the soft cover photo book. And this is something that I've ordered for myself as well. You can have these super high quality picture books or photo books, whatever you want to put in it, but I really like the idea of having it as a photo album. So I created a smaller version and I made it for my graduation pictures, and it's a little book that I still have to this day, and I'm going to make so many more because I just love it. If you use my link, then you'll be able to take advantage of a 50% discount for your first order, which will come in handy when you're ordering your first sample. So let's go on to our third side hustle, which I think you guys are going to really like.
Content houses are are going to be a big thing. Content is ruling the world right now. Social media is not slowing down. So if you have a property and you have a single family home and you feel comfortable, first you feel comfortable. Secondly, it looks good. It got to look good. Consider putting your properties on at least Peerspace and Gigster to see the reactions to it, because it's not like Airbnb. They're not staying the night. They're only there for a couple of hours. Let them shoot their content. You go into a space that they're not going to be able to shoot in, and you create a passive income source for yourself. At least cover the house expenses at the very least.
Look, it's all about being smart, working smarter and not harder.
And that's a way that you could definitely be earning money passively. Now, let me say, content houses are absolutely a thing. And I've been to a few myself as a content creator. And like she said, unlike Airbnb, you don't have to host people in your home for the entire night, but you could be renting it out just for a few hours. You can use platforms like Peerspace, not just these huge houses that they're renting out. Some of these are just regular bedrooms with white sheets that are like going for $100 an hour. I see a studio that they just have a chair and some natural lighting going for $90 an hour, $115 an hour, a kitchen space that's going for $115 an hour. Especially based off of your location, you're gonna make a lot of good money. Everybody wants to be a podcast creator. Everybody wants to be a content creator. So you might want to capitalize off of that. If you're someone that loves pets, then you're really going to like this next idea. You could be earning up to $3,000 a month.
We lost track of how many people asked this question, so let's talk about what a Sniffspot is. And while I do, I'm going to show you ours, which is called Little Monsters Playground, and it is in Maryland. So Sniffspot is an app or a website where you can rent a private dog park. Think about an Airbnb, but for dog parks. So once you download the app or go to the website, you can search for spots in your area. There are a bunch of filters you can use when you're searching for spots. You can search fenced, unfenced, how big the spot is, whether there's like a water feature. There's a ton of different features that you can search by. Sniffspot is a completely private dog park. So once you book your reservation, it will just be you and your dog or dogs and whoever you choose to bring. How long you can book the spot for is up to the host. We do 30 minutes as a minimum or up to 2 hours. Some hosts do longer than 2 hours. We do not, because we have dogs, we live here, our dogs want to go outside. Different hosts offer different amenities. We kind of just have the basic, which is a trash can, water bowls, a water cooler, and poop bags. Some people asked about cleanliness and sanitization. We don't do anything to the yard itself. Our dogs are current with their vaccinations. Sniffspot requires that all guests be current with their vaccinations as well. Honestly, any Sniffspot that you're going to book is going to be a million times cleaner than any public dog park.
Website is called sniffspot.com, and I would go through it, but she pretty much explained everything that you need to know about it. It's like having a dog park in your backyard. Pretty much with majority of these renting websites that I'm showing you, they all offer insurance coverage. There's very little risk and very little cost to you. I mean, you could go to Walmart, pick up some dog toys, throw it out in the backyard, let the dogs go crazy, and that's about it. For our next one, we're going to be talking about the website called neighbor.com. This is one of the bare basic things that literally almost everybody that I know can do. If you have any random spot in your house that you can store up some boxes, you can be making a couple of extra $100 a month just by doing this. With Neighbor, they also cover you up to $1 million in free host liability coverage. You also have guaranteed payments, and they even cover the cost if the renter doesn't end up paying. So Neighbor is going to pay you. A 20 by 12 garage space, just the regular garage, is going for $130 per month, and that's per booking. So let's say someone used that space and then they had more room to be able to book that space again, then they can. This person has been on Neighbor and has had active rentals for the last 57 months. So yes, people are really making money with this. Now, this is the one I have to show you, okay? This is a 24-year-old kid that figured out how to make some passive income because he's a college student, and he is literally renting out the space between his bed and his closet. Like, look at this picture. It's so funny because he even put the little blue square, like, yep, this is the space that you could have right here between the bed and this closet right here, okay? And he's renting it for $70 a month. It's just genius. It's genius. And he's a young kid. He's 24 years old and he's making some passive income. So don't let this 24-year-old kid outsmart you. Not to say there's anything, nothing personal to him, but you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. He figured out a way. Okay, so now let's jump into our next side hustle, and I think that y'all are gonna find this one really interesting.
How I made $310 in 4 hours with my party rental business. I rent this dinosaur unit for $125, and it's not that bad considering it only takes me about 10 minutes to set this up. But I rent out the tables and chairs for $12 a set, and that includes 8 chairs and 1 table per set. Wiping every part of the equipment is a tedious job, and like I said, this is the thing that I hate the most. After about 15 minutes, it's time to get everything loaded into the pickup truck. This $175 were definitely earned. Now that I have my girlfriend helping me, everything should be a lot more faster. This last order was for $135, bringing us to $310. Comment below your thoughts on the party rental business.
Okay, so he had 2 inflatables. His first one rented for $175. The second one rented for $135, and they went out at the same time. So that way he ended up making over $300 for that 4 hours that these inflatables were being rented. There's a website called Fat Llama. Very interesting website. And you could literally rent anything. So I've seen a lot of people rent things like camera equipment, their toolboxes. But the most interesting thing that I saw was this whole party inflatable situation, okay? Most of these inflatables are going for $200 a day. You could go to any website like Amazon, you can go to Walmart, and a lot of them are for purchase under $200. Now, even the ones that are a bit bigger and maybe more interesting, let's say that they go for $300. Mind you, you're paying that one time, and then you can literally make that money back in one day. So by day 2, you've made 100% profit back on your investment. Please take a moment and hit that like button. I mean, you made it this far, so clearly you're enjoying this video. If you've seen a side hustle so far that you or someone else you know will be interested in, go ahead, share this video. And also, we're on the road to 300K. So if you're not subscribed already, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Going on to our next low-cost side hustle idea, there's a website we're going to go over in just a second that will help you earn up to $5,000 a month. This one isn't going to be for everybody. I know that. Let's hear from some other people and what their experience was first.
My husband and I are renting out our pool on an app called Swimply. So yesterday he pretty much did all the yard work and got the yard pretty much prepped for people to come. But now my job is to, day of, while he's at work, just clean down everything and make sure the pool looks good, clean it quickly, take all the pumps out, and then make sure the grill looks good. Just kind of make it presentable and look party ready, since this is going to be a group of 20 people.
She's showing her process of cleaning up, and it was very minimal cleaning. She kind of just took like a rag and just dust things off a little bit. Let's hear about how much she actually ended up making and what was her overall experience with Swimply.
Gonna hang upstairs and have a little rot day while they enjoy the pool. Hi guys, I know you all want to hear about just like how much we made on Swimply for this property. So
Gorgeous woman, by the way. Just have to say that.
Whatever rates you want. So for us, when we first made the page, I listed parties of 15 to 20 for 50 hourly. You can, however, make the listing more money or less money, but because of our pool, we knew that we couldn't offer like an outhouse, which I feel like that could bring the price up.
So she says she rented it for $50 per hour. And when I looked in the comments, everybody also told her that she was way underselling. And I believe so too, because she has a really nice backyard, but I feel as though she kind of sold herself short there.
Our parties of like under 5, you can charge like 15 an hour. And then people that are like 5 to 10, you can charge like 40 an hour. You can just kind of play around with your prices, but you do get to pick them, which is pretty cool. So for this, it was rented out from 3 to 8 p.m. and party of 20, so I think the net profit was $250, and then Swimply did take $30 out. I'm not too sure about how they go about deciding what they can take out, so I need to really uncover that still, but overall I just feel like that was worth it.
Her overall profit was $250. They're saying that you can make $5,000 monthly simply by renting out your pool space for a few hours, and you have the control over how much access and what your guest ends up doing. So whether you want them to use your bathroom or not. The biggest complaint is people talking about the risk of an accident happening, but Swimply has a $2 million protection guaranteed and a $10,000 property protection per occurrence. So they do have this insurance put in place when you sign up. Let me know which one of these you would actually try.